Hello, I'm the Media Whiz, because one art form wasn't enough. And, another movie vlog, so here we go. Kangaroo Jack 2, G'Day USA. So for a little bit of backstory, I did a review of the first movie, partially because it was a request, but because I thought it would be interesting. And yeah, I did it before Nostalgia Critic, so that's something. It's on the Facebook page. There's a link in the description if you want to watch my original review of it. The reason it's on the Facebook page is because it's Time Warner, and, well, Warner Brothers is like really strict with copyright, so better play it safe than sorry. I'm gonna eventually start making video trailers to link videos to if they're on the Facebook page, and also I was thinking about making a Media Whiz playlist so that everyone could watch Media Whiz in like its proper continuity, and hopefully there'll be playlists for all the other shows that are on this channel. But anyway, back to the film. So Kangaroo Jack, its biggest problem was the tonal inconsistency. Like, you've got sex jokes that are going to go over the kids' heads, and then you got jokes that are too stupid for the adults in the family. So you got this movie that just feels like it's all over the place in terms of tone. The best thing to come out of it was easily Christopher Walken as a talking kangaroo in a dream sequence. And that was one of the other big problems with Kangaroo Jack, was the advertisement, because it was just so... It was such a lie. Because the movie, like the posters, the TV spots, the trailers, they always advertised a CG rapping, talking kangaroo. That is in one sequence and is a dream fantasy scene. And then it shows up at the very end as like a gag. But then that's it. So... But I mean, Kangaroo Jack, it did decent when it came out. Not in terms of critics, it did decent in terms of box office, because it had a $60 million budget. And from what I can tell, it made back, I don't know, it made back like $88.9 million from last time I checked. So, good on them, they made some money back. So then they decided a year later, let's make an animated sequel that's going to be straight to video, and had like nobody from the original crew work on this whatsoever. Not the same directors, writers, or producers, and none of the voice actors, none of the voice actors are from the first movie, so some would say that's a blessing in disguise. So, as for this movie, it's better than the first one. However, the biggest problem is that it's just kind of a mediocre paint-by-numbers story. So, okay. This one picks up after the events of the first movie. Our three main characters of, Jesse... I'm trying to remember the two guys' names. I just remembered one was Kenan Thompson. Lewis and Charlie, that's what it was. Yeah, okay, so Charlie, Lewis, and Jesse, who, last time I checked, they were millionaires, but now they're, oh yeah, they go to this ancient Aborigine tribe, because apparently they have something that can help them with their business of shampoo. And this eventually leads to they have this prophecy that they're the chosen ones and that they must return these ancient jewels that belong to their tribe. They come across Jackie Legs, the kangaroo once again, who this time is played by Jeff Bennett, the voice acting legend himself. He played Johnny Bravo and a bunch of other classic cartoons from our childhood. And honestly, Jeff Bennett, and I did notice that Kath Soucie was Jessie. So yeah, it was good to have... It was good to have some of those voice acting legends come back, but other than that, this movie's just kind of, yeah. We'll get to a little bit of it later. So, so they come across Jackie. He eventually gets captured by poachers. So they decide they're going to rescue him. And, oh god, it's coming back to me, the fart joke. Okay. You guys probably know me by now. I don't like fart jokes, especially lazy ones. And this one's very lazy, because they hide in a box that Jackie is in. Oh, no, that's right. They're hiding in a box that an emu is in. This emu becomes a reoccurring character and this running gag all throughout the movie. And the poachers are coming. They're like, oh no, what are we going to do? And then Lewis farts. That's the joke. Also, I just want to make this very clear. The last joke in the movie is a fart joke. Good to see that came back from the first movie. Anyway, so they're shipped to Las Vegas because, well, they don't know it at the time, but the main villain is this TV host who supposedly loves animals, but of course we obviously know all he cares about is money because he's an evil, greedy bastard, and his name's Outback Ollie, and he's the host of he's the host of a show called Outback Ollie, and oh my god, this is a trope in like kids movies they really gotta stop doing, where it's like not only the whole business is bad, obviously there are corrupt business people out there, but it's like that's something that needs to stop. The generic evil business tycoon types, that needs to stop. But more importantly, they've got to stop doing this whole thing where it's like, oh, they claimed to love animals, they claimed to be good with kids, that whole like turn, but they really weren't. They weren't trustworthy. It's becoming a total cliche. I know, what, at this point it's become a total cliche, and this movie just increased it. Okay. So, shenanigans happen, like Lewis calls up his brother, or no, cousin, that's right, close. Ronald, who has two jobs. He's a limo driver and he's an exterminator. And there's a joke where he thinks he's on like a reality TV show like Punk'd because there's a kangaroo in the back, and that wasn't funny. The kangaroo hops around the streets of Las Vegas for a little bit, gets into a casino. That was probably the best part of the movie. Well, actually, no, wait. We'll get to that a little bit later. The best part of the movie will come up on it. But yeah, the kangaroo in the casino, that was pretty funny. All the while this is going on, there's a bunch of goons who we then find out later, are working for Outback Ollie. It's a guy. There's two guys in particular. One has a snake tattoo on his arm, and one's got like a cut on his forehead. They're just your typical generic bumbling goons, henchmen types. So they're running around. They're trying to get the kangaroo, as are our main characters. The casino thing happens. Then the best scene in the movie happens. What happens is the kangaroo gets into a boxing ring and raps to LL Cool J's Mama Said Knock You Out. It's the best part of the film, bar none. I gotta say, that was easily the best part. It's rapped really well, the visuals are good, it's way better than when he did rapping in the first movie, which, again, screw the fact that was all over the advertisement. That was just the biggest insult. It was straight up lying to the audiences. But this part of the movie, it goes on for like, I want to say at least like 2, almost 3 minutes, and it's easily the best part of the film. Like, whenever the kangaroo actually talked, it actually felt more truth in advertisement than the first movie. So that's the one thing this movie did right. The next morning they wake up, and then it's all over the news that people, that the kangaroo is out on the streets, and there's a prize and a reward for it. And then the movie from that point. This is like halfway through the film. It just becomes this big rat race to who can catch the kangaroo. And even Ronald, Lewis's cousin, is not trustworthy because he ditches our characters several times just so that he can get the reward money and get the jewels and all this kind of stuff. There's this really inappropriate part. This like bugged me because I didn't remember this part. Yeah, so he's working for this exterminator company, and at one point he's parked his van in an alleyway, and it looks like he's just sleeping on the job. And then he says like Lewis is like telling him some important stuff, like you need to give us a ride. We need to get to this part of town and stuff like that. And then he goes like, "Not now, man. I got some important business." And there's like women walking by, and they're wearing like very scantily clad clothes, and I'm like, did they just imply prostitution in a kids movie? Like, it's straight up like he's like, I got some important business going on over here. It's like, wow, okay. Like, if I did a review of this, that wouldn't even get the sexual innuendo, because that wasn't even an innuendo. That was in your face, ass up in your face. That was shocking. I did not. Oh my god. I gotta bring back this old meme because I haven't done this in a MediaWiz video in a while. So here we go. Kids movie! There you go. Alright, so blah blah blah, the more rat racing to catch the kangaroo. They almost catch it in this crazy old lady's yard. Then they almost catch it in this like swimming hole area with these 90 surfer dudes who are helping the kangaroo to water ski. It makes sense in the context of the movie, please trust me. Outback Ollie reveals his true colors. He ends up lying to the police and getting our heroes arrested, but then Ronald has a redemption and helps break them out. So now it's off to reveal Outback Ollie to be a hack fraud in front of millions of people watching TV, and to get the kangaroo back. Because he got the kangaroo with his boys, with his henchmen. So yeah, they get the kangaroo back. Outback Ollie is sent to the police. All the bad guys are locked up. And then it's revealed when they bring the jewels back to the Aborigine tribe. It's like they reveal, like, yeah, you guys weren't the chosen ones all along. You guys weren't chosen, and you did great things. So that's the lesson of the movie. You can, those who try aspire to greatness, or whatever. Good message. Pretty forgettable movie though. And then they are given something great though. They're not given like godlike powers. Well, okay, actually no, technically they are. They're given the ability to speak to animals. And we get to hear the kangaroo talk again, as well as other creatures that are talking. And that's where the fart joke comes in, because there's a camel. And you know, camels, they fart a lot. And they also piss a lot. That's a reference to Dumb and Dumber. What are you, a camel? That, and it's also basic biology that camels have really horrible bladders. Alright, so overall, this wasn't a good movie. But considering the first one, and really my problem with the first movie is that it was very falsely advertised. That was my main problem with it. That and the tonal inconsistencies. The best thing about the first one, and I said this before, I'll say it again, easily Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken as a mob boss was the best part of that film. But this one, cliche plot, didn't really care about the characters again. The only character I liked was the kangaroo, because it rapped LL Cool J. That was the best part of that movie. But overall, yeah, forgettable movie, but considering the first movie, it's way better than that one. So that's the ultimate blessing in disguise. It's better than the first movie. Still not that good, but hey, it's better than the first Kangaroo Jack, so that's the accomplishment. Alright, well, that's really all I have to say about this one, so that concludes this movie vlog for the Media Wiz. And next video is going to be another movie vlog. This one was requested, and the reason I'm doing a vlog of it's because I couldn't really come up with enough notes to do a full review of it, and it's a movie that I actually like. So next time we'll talk about the Captain Underpants movie that came out. So there you go. Until then, guys, I'm the Media Wiz, because one art form wasn't enough, and I will see you guys next time.